In lesson 7.2, we're still looking at factor pairs for a number, and we want to quickly and confidently generate factor pairs by thinking of multiplication. So my actual question is, what are the different ways Jared can arrange the flowers in equal rows? This question is asking about arrangements or arranging things, and I know that factoring is arranging. So Jared has 20 flowers. He wants to plant all the flowers in equal rows in his garden. So he wants to arrange 20 items, which means I need to factor 20. I'm going to create a factoring chart. Where do I start? 1 times 20. Is it even? Yes. 2 times 10. Is 3 on the list? No. 2 plus 0 is not a multiple of 3. Is 4 on the list? Yes. 2 is multiplied by an even number. It's 4 times 5. Is 5 on the list? Yes, because this number ends in a 0. And so that's how I know I'm done. For number 2, this is a great question, and I really like it, and let's talk about it in class now. Alright? Great question. What factor besides 1 does every even number have? So what factor does 2, 96, 284, what factor does every even number have? Give you a moment to think about that. If you want to look back at your factoring charts and look at the even numbers, you can. And then I want you to write a sentence. Blank is a factor that every even number has. Write the factors for each number and use counters to help. So in order to list the we're not going to use counters. We're not going to use counters. We're way past that. You are going to make a factoring chart for each number. 2 and 28. 20 and 54. Where do I start? 1 times 2. Is it even? Yes, and so 2 would be the next factor. 2 times 1. My factor pairs repeated, so I'm done. Where do I start? Is it even? Is 3 on the list? No, because 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 is not a multiple of 3. Is 4 on the list? Yes. 2 is being multiplied by an even number. Is 5 on the list? No. Is 6 on the list? No. 2 and 3 are not on the list. Is 7 on the list? Yes. It will be, my factor pair will be 7 and 4. My factor pairs are repeating, so I'm done. Where do I start? 1 times 20. Is it even? Yes. Is 3 on the list? 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 is not a factor of 3. 2 is not a multiple of 3. So no. Is 4 on the list? Yes. Because 10 is an even number. Is 5 on the list? Yes, because it ends at a 0. So I'm done. For 54, where do I start? Is it even? Is 3 on the list? 5 plus 4 is 9. So yes, 3 is on the list. 18. Is 4 on the list? No, because 27 is an odd number. Is 5 on the list? No, it does not end in a 0 or a 5. Is 6 on the list? Yes, 2 and 3 are on the list, so 6 is on the list. 6 times 9. Is 7 on the list? No. My nearest multiples of 7 are 49 and 56. Is 8 on the list? No, because 4 is not on the list. Is 9 on the list? Yes. Yes, because the digit sum is 9. So that'll be 9 and 6. I already have that factor pair, and so I'm done. And so that's all you're going to do for each of these factors, for each of these numbers here. Number 22, my actual question mark is here, and my actual question word is. Is Irene correct? So Irene wants to list the factors for 88. She writes 2, 4, 8, 11, 22, 44, and 88. Is Irene correct? Well, in order to list the factors of 88, I'm going to first factor 88. Where do I start? 1 and 88. Is it even? Yes. It's going to be 2 and 44. Is 3 on the list? No, because 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 is not a multiple of 3. Is 4 on the list? Yes, because 2 is multiplied by an even number, so it's going to be 4 times 22. Is 5 on the list? No, it does not end in a 0 or a 5. Is 6 on the list? No, because 2 and 3 are not on the list. Is 7 on the list? My nearest multiple is 70, 77. No. Let's see, 84 is, just checking 7. Is 8 on the list? Yes, it's going to be 8 and 11. Is 9 on the list? No, because the digit sum is 16. 10 is not on the list, 11 is on the list, and so I'm done. So now I have my factors. My factors of 88 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 11, 22, 44, and 88. Remember, when you're counting your factors, when you're listing your factors, you move down and around, and you watch out for square numbers. So, is Irene correct? Yes or no? And then you'll write a complete sentence. She is correct, or she is not correct, she forgot, blah, 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 blah. You must write that full sentence, okay?